finesse now. Stop getting finessed. You are really bad at fantasy football. You are really bad. She said means you are. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, finessers, finessees. I got my sidekick, Miss Booga with me, ready to drop down this week 7 recap of the weekly finessing. First off, I'd like to go into continual detail to just narrate for the fact that you guys are not any good. Y'all call no Astros on not being any good. That's what we do. World Series, baby. Look, one more win. A little bit late, but I've been a little bit preoccupied right now trying to get these guys to get right. If we win, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might run to Atlanta. No Gary on running that far for no reason. So last week we had a few things go down. Had a few trades per the usual. Again, had Skeet and Calder again involved in another trade. I'm not sure how any of them has anything left. All they do is just cycle players over and over. I'm not sure how they have any talent at all. You know, I know the Kardashian family on not having any talent at all. So yeah, I don't know. It was a relatively slow week. Galt did what he had to do in order to try to get a win this week. He took a risk on Deshaun Watson. He's getting Terry McLaurin. He got Chuba Hubbard, who, in my opinion, is going to be more valuable than you menaces to society seem to think, because Christian McCaffrey is too busy trying to model to stay healthy. And Devontae Booker, who's just not good. And I got Aaron Rodgers, Trey Lance, and Antonio Brown, who, mind you, 2 of the 3 are hurt, and Aaron Rodgers is just not good. So, really, the trade was an absolute waste of time. I would rather not start Taylor Heineke against the Denver Broncos in that 45,000 feet altitude against that defense, which, by the way, that defense will be it'll be taken into account and mentioned further on in the show as part of the Blue Balls of the week. That defense was top 7 unit and then played a backup quarterback and almost got negative points. So that's just a test in my anti-spoon feeding. I just don't get fed. It's pretty obvious. Moving on with that. The only other trade that happened this week was Calder and Skeet. It was the Deebo Samuel and Cole Beasley getting traded for Zach Moss, Marvin Jones, and Marquise Brown. So Deebo, in my opinion, is better than Marquise Brown. Both are dead clocks, but I think Deebo's better. Cole Beasley is just a useless piece of this trade. And Zach Moss is in a timeshare. Honestly, at the end of the day, that deal, to me, boils down to Deebo and Marquise Brown. The only reason I say right off the bat Calder didn't get finesse is that he did get Zach Moss, even though he's in a timeshare. Buffalo likes to, run the score up, no Brady, and then sometimes tend to run the ball. So eventually, even a dead clock can touch a ball twice a game. So that's where that was. I'll probably say Skeet get finesse. That goes back to my celebrity roast of not having any talent left, like the Kardashian family, not as if they had any talent to begin with. Not really even sure how they're famous outside of the Jeannie McCarthy acts of Kim Kardashian. So moving on from that. We'll go, let's see here. Oh, good Lord, I just got sick. I see a Devin Singletary ad. I'm just going to get out of here real quick before I literally vomit on myself. All right. And we'll go over what happened last week. NFL Week 7. Hold on. Hey, booga. All right, so I was finally able to beat Galt. I don't think I've beat him in 4 years. I finally beat him. He's not good. I beat him 129-113. Jamar Chase, Hurts, and Heineke were my leading caveats for said beatdown. He's just not good. I'm shocked. I have no words. What Gary did to Alex should be criminal, should be persecuted to the fullest extent of the law, up to and including the death penalty. He toyed with Alex like a child. I've never seen anything like it. Called Oprah Winfrey on toying with child. I've never seen it. It's unreal. He just destroyed him. Alex should be ashamed of himself. Alex was 5-0, and now his true colors, no Pittsburgh Steelers, are showing. He's just not very good. And yeah, he's not good. And we also had, Gary, fairly certain Gary got high, man. Oh yeah, he did by 30. Gary 158 to 108. That's a 50-piece nugget. Gary's leading scorers were Cooper Kupp, Alvin Kamara, and Damian Harris. So his 3 leading scorers weren't even quarterbacks. Real quick, I do just want to say Cooper Kupp and Jamar Chase, it's kind of getting insane. I mean, them dudes, they are lighting it up week after week. I mean, they're on crack. Like, they're just lighting it up. No Demi Lovato on lighting it up and being on crack. It's weekly. Shout out to Cheese for that celebrity roast. Them two are just gone. They've gone postal, which will be later on mentioned. It's just, I felt like I needed to pause for and let people know like what the damage they're doing. So yeah, let's see what else we got here. Zach beat Skeet. Relevant Zach beat Skeet 108-102. This is a big loss for Skeet. This would have made him 3-4. Now he's 2-5, but his team's just not very good. He couldn't overtake that. I'm not a big fan of the fact that Zach's defense was his second highest score. That's absolutely insane to me. But there we are again. Calder and Evan played 128-106 Evans way. Again, not good. Calder's not great. His highest scores were quarterback, and then Metcalf with his dead clock away. So just not a good week for Calder. Seems to be a trend for him. Caught a cheese on not having trending in the wrong direction. Let's see here. And then Clay continues his Clay with his one of the lower outputs of the week. He had 96 points, but he gets spoon-fed. He was playing Cheese, the melanoma of the league. So he 96 to 80 is that, and Cheese is at 1-6. He should be ashamed of himself. I would be quite honestly embarrassed to tell my family I was 1-6. I'd probably just leave the house and just run away. I mean, I just probably would. It's an absolute embarrassment to his lineage, and he honestly he should be ashamed of himself, quite frankly. So yeah, moving forward to this week. Let's see here. Hold on. Moving forward to week 8. Okay. The match of the week, right off the bat, boom, me and Clay. 6-1, 4-3. Clay, as of this video recording, scoreboard. That's simple, scoreboard. But it's the highest projections. I think I'm at 134. Clay's at 122. Clay projected points. So that will be the high. And that's the highest. Well, hold on. I take back the match of the week. I take back the match of the week. We have 2 good matches, but that is not the match of the week. Clay and I have the highest projected, and we have a high aggregate record, but it is not the match of the week. Relevant Zach and Alex play. I'm in shock. I have no words. 5-2, 5-2. It's 2 divisions, really tip the scale in either direction. If Zach were to lose and then me and Evan win, the no division is a 3-way tie at the top. Dakota and McCarthy don't have 3 ways. That immediately. So if Alex wins, Clay continues to cement himself in that. But if Alex wins, me and Evan win, this league gets real even real quick. That we would have a 2-way tie in the cheese division and a 3-way tie in the no division. So just keep that in mind as we watch the games today. We have Gary and Matt, kind of two teams going in the opposite direction. Gary's been just WWE John Cena blowing backs out for the last few weeks. He's 3-4. As he's on the come up a little bit, and Galt's on the come down. So yeah, I mean, Gary's got his score. He's gotten real high the last few weeks. No Sha'Carri Richardson. Yeah, that's trending in opposite directions. Never saw I say Galt was trending down and Gary trending up. Typically, it's just Gary just flailing at the bottom of the ocean. No seaweed. And yeah, that's basically that. We have Evan and Skeet, 4-3, 2-5. And then we have, good grief, I'm in shock, Calder and Cheese. Fiscal vomit just entered my mouth. I am sick, speechless, repulsed, grotesqued. I am physically ill. 2-5, 1-6. The projected point totals are 9 and 10. I am about to throw up on myself. They should both be ashamed of themselves. I mean, wow. I mean, Calder's team is just not. He has just been kind of there. He's making all these moves, but not really doing anything. He's making the wrong moves. He needs to work with me. I'm offering him more points multiple times this year. He just won't take it. I'm going to keep that celebrity roast to myself. And Cheese's team just has just not done much all year. He's just been flopping around. He's just no LeBron James on just been flopping around. Just nothing much for Cheese all year. So yeah, but yeah, that's this week and last week's breakdown. We'll go into next week. So again, we had two trades last week. Galt and I and Skeet and Calder. Again, Skeet and Calder just keep switching people back and forth. I'm not sure Skeet has any idea what he's doing with trades. Connor Henry Master on not knowing what you're doing at all. So yeah, that's it with that. We'll do the superlatives of the week and we'll get this thing wrapped up, gentlemen. Say hi, booga booga. Okay. Okay, so the blue balls of the week. Boom. My Thursday night starts it out. So Denver Broncos defense, top 7 unit, playing a backup quarterback. I'm done. I'm thinking 8 points bare minimum, definitely exceeding their point projection of 5. Sorry, ISIS, that didn't happen. They got 3. Only reason they got that is because they blocked kicks and got sacks. I'm speechless. I can't. They let Case Keenum run all over him. No Usain Bolt. It was unbelievable. They're so bad. And then Tim Patrick, Coach Fangio, which I don't like him, by the way. He said, Tim Patrick's got to be used because there's no who else am I going to throw to? Sutton's not good. His ACL has left the chat. They're not any good. And then Noah Kant, I'm not even going to go into detail about his ineptitude. So Tim Patrick's kind of all that's left. Jerry Judy's not out there, so they're saying he's going to be used. 1.6 points. Blue balls. That's what it is. That just blatant lying. We were blatantly lied to. We were fooled. We were bamboozled. We were hustled. Call no Anthony Fauci on blatantly lying. Yeah, at the end of the day, it's just an absolute lie to our faces. I should slap Vic Fangio, quite frankly. And then Darrell Henderson, he was playing the Detroit Lions. I'm physically sick. He got 8 points. I'm done. I was expecting 30, and I really was. He's been getting 20 all year. And against the Lions, they almost lost. Dan Campbell's not good. But anyway, and then I'm not sure if this will be considered blue balls, but Aaron Jones only had 3. When someone's not good, I don't know why you can expect them to be good. but he did only have 3 points, so not great. Best play, Kenyon Drake. Galt gets spoon-fed. He was kind of fishing for some players last week. Hit that waiver wire. Kenyon Drake, 15 points. I'm shocked, speechless. I was mad. I wanted to punch a wall. No Kyle, but yeah, I was able to contain myself because I won. But great play. Evan picked up Dearness Johnson on the lowest. And he got a 24-piece nugget. I'm shocked, speechless, no words. I cannot believe he got 24. I can't believe he was on the waiver wire on the low, but that's where we are. Dumbest play of the week, Alex. I told you. Why don't you listen to me? Allen Robinson is not good. I dropped him and I gained an hour of sleep. He's just horrible at football. Justin Fields is inept. He should be ashamed of himself. He got 1.6. I told you not to play him. Why should I even do that? And I want to say this is Evan Ingram. I think I wrote in my trusty log, but Evan Ingram, 2 points. Not sure why he would ever be played. But moving on from that. Biggest spoon feeding, Tua turned the ball over. He had 28 points. I'm in shock. No words. Mike Evans, 25 points on he had 4 catches for a yard, but he had 3 touchdowns. It's continuing to happen with that. Brady's up 40-1, and they're throwing the ball. It's quite frankly annoying. 9-11 level postal is 9-11 level postal QB position. Matthew Stafford and Tua turned the ball over, 27 and 28 respectively. Alvin Kamara at the running back position, 23. Chase and Cup, a 28-piece nugget a pop. Kyle Pitts, 16.3 a clip. And as well at the tight end position. And then, of course, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense had an 18-piece nugget. I'm physically ill. If you like defenses, I'm not the league for you next year. And finally, the Pyromaniac bench of the week again goes to Gary. He's just an awful manager. The dude has separation anxiety with losses. The dude just can't stop losing. He's not good. He should honestly seek help from medical professionals to evaluate his decision making. He should be ashamed of himself, quite frankly. He had the Pyromaniac bench of the week for the second week in a row. His ability to start players is next to nothing. Caught O'Brien snicker on not managing a team correctly. He had Jamal Williams had 11. Wait, hold on, that's not Jamal Williams. I'm not sure who it is, but somebody had 11 wage. He also had, let's see here. Hold on. Wait. Christian Kirk, again, an 11-piece nugget, as well as J.D. McKissick at 7. So, Gary leaving another 30 spot on the bench. He should be ashamed of himself. But that's all I got. I'm going to go ahead and post this so y'all can maybe watch it before the games today. But until then, y'all, keep finessing. Y'all getting finessed. And, Skeet, that does not include you. Stop trading. I'm out, fellas. Go Braves.